What is up, yo? All right. Well, let's take a look here. Pretty good Friday. Good Saturday. Decent Sunday. And we're off to a good start today. Technically, the good start today started on Friday because the person bought on Friday but didn't pay till today. And if the person on Friday would have paid on Friday, it would have been a great Friday instead of just a good Friday. But instead, we're off to a good start today. Make sense? Good. I shipped out all my postcards last night while watching Harry Tornado admit to Trash a Cash podcast that his channel is a lie. Not really so much, but basically, like, what he did say they did, and who knows what else they might have done. But basically, will wear the same pair of clothes to the bins 2 days in a row so their viewers don't notice that they're there two separate times, and then basically present it as a single trip to the bins, which to me is fucked up. You are creating a unrealistic idea to other people what sourcing at the bins is, what expectations are of what you can find when you're at the bins. Who's to say they haven't done that 3 times or 4 times? Wearing the same clothes just to make it seem like they've been once. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with fancy camera tricks and whatever just for viewership. I'll let you guys know that if you see me wearing the same clothes 2 days in a row, it's because I'm still wearing them. Right? Exactly my point. I've also heard about that. Yep. So, I mean, listen. It's the same thing with people who, and I'm sorry, but who watch like the Newsmax or OSN or Fox News, which is to say they're not news. They're news-based entertainment. Same goes for MSNBC for that matter, although they're probably a little bit more rooted in reality than the other side of the coin, but just because they've got a slightly more astute audience. That said, Harry Tornado is not reselling. It's reselling based entertainment. But unless you're letting your viewership in on that, which not really doing, you're creating a view or an image that this is how easy it is. Just go to the bins one time and find $500 to remodel your house. That can do real harm to people. And he even mentioned something on the podcast as well, where somebody had driven 500 miles to go to the bins they go to and didn't find anything. What if that was that person's last chance at trying to make some money? What if they put the last, $50 into their tank and went there with their last $50 bill to go sourcing, with this image that, hey, this place is a gold mine. We need to go there. That can do real damage. And that kind of stuff pisses me off. So I shipped most of my postcards last night, so we're going to be getting right into the other stuff here in a little bit. So and honestly, like, I think that there is something to be said about yard sale, garage sale videos in general that do that same thing. I just second guess myself. I need to make sure I just backed everything because I wasn't fully paying attention. That garage sale videos are a highlight reel as well. You're showing the sometimes 4, 5, 6 sales in a day cut into one video. You're not necessarily cueing in the customer that this is over an extended period of time, or not the customer, the viewer, extended period of time at any point. Like, why aren't sellers putting a disclaimer on their videos? There's something that's happened. If anybody who watches poker YouTube, you'll see now, like, the same way you see with like financial advice content and advertising, that sort of a disclaimer that on poker videos, this is never play with more than what you can lose. There's a real risk of loss, blah blah blah. If you find yourself that you're extended beyond whatever, here's where you go to help. Like, there's a whole thing of, like, yes, these are the highlights, but at the end, like, this is not all of it. This is not the full view. This is just the best of for your entertainment. And I feel like there's the reselling community on YouTube as a whole has resisted pulling back that curtain almost at all. Like, I can't think of a single channel that has openly talked about, like, these are the highlights. What you haven't seen is all this other stuff that where you see one sale. I went to 10 that day. You're right. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. Dawn had to start from beginning of Gone. All right. We'll hold for Dawn. I mean, I think there's the same thing can be said for American Pickers, right? Like, you can't really say that the YouTube is doing it wrong, but hey, American Pickers, that's legit, right? Like, that's fine. I do think that the difference, though, is ostensibly the YouTube is just by nature of the platform. There's a certain degree of authenticity that the platform I like Kayla. I think she's good. And hello, Ready Steady Sales. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Kayla's I think also, like, you know, I think so I was saying the YouTube sort of comes with it a level of authenticity that you don't necessarily get by being on TV. Like, given there's a lot of people who think that TV is real, but I think that it's also, the whole pitch of YouTube is that it's, real people creating, content based on real experience. I also think that there YouTube, like, if anybody starts pointing out that something might not be entirely true, they get blocked pretty quick. Or their comment removed, or which just makes it that much more disingenuous. I haven't watched enough to know what the hell that is about. Aren't they both married to other people? That definitely sounds like a level of channel involvement I have no interest in going down. All right, so I do have good news for everybody. Not to go off on my, like, early Monday morning diatribe, but Dawn, you guys brace yourselves, has watched Sneakers, or at least so she says. But we're gonna need some receipts here. So we've got I'm gonna have to ask that nobody helps Dawn. If you do help Dawn, you're gonna get a timeout. I'm just saying, I normally don't like timing people out, but I will time you out if you help Dawn. We're gonna have to just ask a few basic questions on the movie Sneakers. So first, question number one, nobody helped Dawn. on the scene where they are trying to figure out the password with the Scrabble tiles. There is one clip where they scramble the tiles into something funny. Can you tell me what funny thing did they make the Scrabble tiles say? Dawn, go. Nobody help. And if you get it right, you'll get a point back. Okay, good enough. Good enough. We will accept something rat semen. All right. Question 2. When Bishop was in the back of the car, he heard something that he said sounded like a cocktail party. What was it actually? Correct. Good job. All right. Dawn. Final question. Complete this sentence. My name is Werner Brandis. My word is my password. I misspoke. My name is Werner Brandis. My voice is my password. Complete the sentence. They spent a significant portion of the movie. Oh, so close. But you're close enough to get the point. It was verify me, but you're close enough. Well done. You watched the movie. All right, we got to get back somewhere. There we go. And we'll give you an extra point for watching the movie. Perfect. All right. Clearly, I have seen that movie too many times. I don't even need to look up any of that. I just know the movie backwards and forwards. I mean, keep in mind it was made in 1992 or 1990. 1992. Nailed it. Uh-oh. That's not good, Davis. I don't like that. You shouldn't do that. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. All right. So, first up, this purse, it's vintage. I picked it up in buy from my friend. It sold for $18.95 plus shipping. It is going, I think I'm going to get this in a flat rate envelope. It's going to Delaware. I paid $18 to ship it. I think I didn't put it in. I mean, it's just going to go with a padded flat rate. It'll be fine. So that's cool. I'll take that. And this is about as easy as it gets. Should have put, I was supposed to go padded flat rate, but hey, I'll take it. I'm making like $10 on shipping now. God, that movie's 31 years old. That makes me feel old. But I feel like it still kind of holds up. All right, next up. Sold a video game, Doom, for the Xbox One. This also came from that buy. It sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Sal. That I know is true. So I am sorry to have cursed you with that affliction. All right. Next up. All right, we'll do those next. Sold my last pickle keeper. It took 2 years to sell. I don't remember how long it took to sell, but it took a while to sell. and I got $14 and something for it. There. $14.36, and thus ends the life of one multi-quantity listing. Make a couple bucks on the shipping too. Well, apparently 25,000 postcards has caused a lot of damage to Cameron's mental health. To me, I would be stoked to have 25,000 unlisted cards to sit on, because I could just sit and list and list and list and list and list and never have to worry about buying for a long time. Next, I sold a little pin. This was in a lot of unlisted stuff from the buyout. A couple of circus pins. And this one, Las Vegas, Balloon, sold for $6. The whole lot was only listed for $4.95. So I think originally, I don't know, it wasn't, it was a lot of junk. So I broke it up and listed the things individually, and it sold quicker than it sat in the store otherwise. I forget if it was listed or actually in the store. Actually, I feel like I took it down and listed the stuff individually, because there was some like airline wings in there. There was another circus pin. There's other stuff. That is terrible cardboard. Look at the job done now. All right, sold another one of these little electric motors for $5.95. That's been a nice little random multi-quantity listing. That sold $5.95, $6.95. A mistake. Hey, Jen. What's up? I think I saw you last night on Yakov Benz. Was that last night? 2 nights ago. I only tuned in for like 2 minutes. We got 29 people either lurking or in the chat. Thank you all very much for coming in and watching. Do this every single day, every single weekday. Which actually reminds me, programming note, I have to go to Seattle tomorrow. So I may be starting pretty early, like 7:30-ish. Let me look at the ferry schedule. Yes, probably, because I think I need to hit the 8:45 ferry, which means I got to be out of here by 8:30, which means probably start at 7:30. Although I may end up having to take the 11 o'clock, which means regular time. So possibly tomorrow early. Oh, you're co-hosting. Well, definitely could use a little yin to that yang, or vice versa. That can be a lot. Like good to have somebody who can keep it going and bring some balance to the force. I'll try to tune in next Saturday. send out some offers real quick. We'll leave like this. We'll send them out for like 15%. See if anybody bites. Things definitely slowed down right about the time we started the show. A little bit before that, actually. Alrighty. Sold this thing, which is a Happy Meal toy from God knows when. But it's a clown shoe, but it's also a ruler. So, you know, there's something about a Bigfoot joke in there somewhere. But that's been in the store for a minute. I don't know why I decided to list it on its own instead of with a bunch of other stuff. Oh, the other neat thing on this thing is it also, besides just being a ruler, it's a pen holder. Look at that. It's amazing. It sold for $7.15. Putting it in a box because it's the flimsiest of all plastics. Where did I get this? I have not a clue. I have no memory. I remember listing it because I was like, should I list this or should I just throw it in the junk drawer that? And I was like, I'll list it. And 3 years later, or however long it was, I sure am happy that I listed that thing. It's come a long way, McDonald's shoe. You've survived apparent mass deletion of listings, being crushed by other heavier things in my inventory. You survived a goddamn pandemic, shoe. It's from 1981. 1981 Happy Meal toy. We've come a long way with our Happy Meal toys. Carl, better be careful. I'll Pittsburgh picker you. Oh. All right, what do we got next? Sold a cassette tape. Let's pull this stuff out of here. Tears for Fears, songs from the big chair. This picked up at that Latvian community sale where I bought all the cassettes and a bunch of other stuff for $5. I'm already way in the profit on that. Tears for Fears cassette, songs from the big chair, $14.95. And I have 2 of them. Can you believe it? Are you talking about? You're not talking about. Okay. I know. I'm tracking. You're still talking about the Jiminy Flip It thing. Or maybe I'm not tracking. I don't know. All right, next up. Still have 27 to go. That is not going to be. That. Yeah! Got the DVD. Paron so Travel. Spanish language, I assume. Came from garage sale about a week or so ago. Sold for, brace yourselves, I think $2. We're about to find out. $2. Although I believe I am now the only person who's sell one of that particular DVD in the last 90 days. So there's that. Whatever I did make is all profit. I know that much. Okay, sold a clock. This came from the garage sale down the street. I don't. In terms of individual cost, I don't know. It's a Braun 1980s model 4748, made in Germany. Sold for $21.55. One of these. All right. Next up, let's get a couple of these big things out of here. Scentsy, authentic Scentsy thing. It's a skull that glows in the dark. Never been used. Sold for $50.96. It's 4 pounds parcel. Oh, nice. Going to Boise, Idaho, which means I'm just going to go ahead and send that prior to mail. I think it'll fit in a shoe. Guess we'll find out. Maybe. Kind of doesn't matter. Nope. I'm gonna make a few bucks on the shipping even. That's nice. All right. Let's see this bag. We got air jackets for days. Days. UPS priority is the cheapest for this to Boise. The only thing cheaper is UPS ground, which is only 1 penny cheaper. If you're not shipping on Friday, you only need to do time away for 1 day. Since it sounds like you guys aren't going to be there until, if you're not doing any shopping, or if you're not getting there until Friday night, or Thursday night rather, I'm going to probably come down either after shipping on Friday night or very, very early Thursday morning or Friday morning. Blah. However, the whole point of like was to go earlier in the week before the public gets there, which starting shopping on Friday doesn't really accomplish, but whatever. All right, moving on. Sold a ashtray, one of the Blanco ashtrays sold. Let's see here. Sold for $19.95. It's a really pretty one too. Not rare at all. Could also double as just a bowl or a dish or dog dish or who the hell knows. But it's nice. $20. And it's going to, let's figure out how we want to ship this. Glendale, California. Parcel select is the same price as padded flat rate. So it's going to go parcel. I think. What's our weight? 2 pounds. It's going to end up being definitely 3. All right, so get this guy out here. I'm gonna give it a good old, yeah. All right, then we're gonna need another one of those. Alright, leave that for something else. Good thing we got this. Where's our weight? 2.148. We're close. Good thing for those in. Weightless air pillows. Okay, and do this. Double check our weight. We are exactly 3 pounds, which means we cannot add any more weight to this box. However, there's a bunch of weird. We're going to get rid of all that. So we are going to have to add weight. Perfect. There's so many priority mail stickers on this that I have to take basically the whole box. So sorry, earbud people. Still one more on the bottom. All right, we overweight. All right, well, easy way to fix that. 0.05 over. That took off on its own enough, I think. There we go. Three on the nose. It's going to be what, 12, 12, 6. Let me catch up. Ooh. Nice. Which let me find it. I have to go into the YouTube to see links, which is dumb, but I'll go. You got some pretty glass there, VB. Holy crap! That's a so that Fenton hobnail. First of all, is rad. That's the opalescent hobnail. It's really hard to find. That piece is crazy. Oh, it's like 4 pieces. That's rad. I have never seen anything like that. But yeah, that's a nice sale for sure. All right. Next up. Sold this here steering wheel. This is Mopar, which is I forget the name, what it is stands for, but it's original like vintage car part. This is for a 68, 69 Dart GTS. Original steering wheel. It needs restoration. It is in rough shape. It is cracked. There's pieces missing. It's just, it is what it is. I had somebody wanting to just buy the centerpiece. I said no. This steering wheel sold for $150 plus shipping. I was the only one on eBay with the actual piece rather than the original piece rather than a replacement. Like a modern reproduction. I knew it was going to take some time, but it actually didn't take that much time. Now, question is, how do I ship a steering wheel? It's not going priority. It's definitely going parcel select. Let's see here. I think what I can do is, no, that's not quite the right size. What about medium? Medium. I could just wrap it and it's fine. It's metal. So that's from yeah, we'll do something like that. We don't need this. like I don't even need to do much more than that. You can just take off the flaps even. I don't even think I need that flap. We're just going to tape the crap out of it. And that, I believe, is that. Just get that stuck down a little bit. All right, I can now add vintage steering wheel to my list of weird shit that I've shipped. Yeah. Yeah, less than a month. I had it up for 200, but I'm like, on Friday, I was sending out offers and I sent out one. I'm like, you know what? Let me just, I'll allow counters this time because I wasn't really getting any bites at two, even when I was sending out offers with 10% off. So, ended up somebody countered with 150 and I took it. So, what do we got? 22 to go. All right, this is a lot of cassette tapes. These are not from what I bought the other weekend. I don't think I'm going to ship them in this. Kind of a flimsy Petco box. I wonder if they'll fit in this. Took an offer. These were the tapes I had hanging around after many purchases, kind of just odds and ends. Yeah, they're gonna fit. These have been up for, I think, since February. They sold for $22.06. BRB. All right, moving on. Sold Utilitech Pro security light. This came from that garage sale down the street. Sold for some amount, not much, from what I recall. $13.95 plus ship. It's basically new in package. Actually, I think that's where I got it from. I don't know for sure. That's perfect, but we don't need this whole box for this. Now, there's a bit of mang on the inside of the cardboard, so I'm just going to hide it with tape. There we go. Hide the mang with tape. It is a date. Let's see, date pieces with rice flour, but the mang did not look like it came from a date. For those unfamiliar, mang is essentially the same as mung. If you have any questions beyond that, I really can't help you. So we got an avalanche of stuff. There we go. That's what we want. But whenever possible, you want to avoid visible mang on the inside of your packages. I will tell you that much. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Down for the toppy flap. Nice. Perfect. 3 pounds on the nose. With just enough left over for tape weight. Boom. No. Not C-Tech Astronomy. But well done on the sneakers reference drop, Dawn. Only what, 2 days into your new sneakers full existence, and you're already referencing referencing sneakers. I'm happy. Good job. All right, sold a mitt. Came from garage sale, paid $1, sold for $13.95. I got to tell you, that's a pretty damn quick and easy $12.95 to make before fees. Takes almost no time to list. Less time to ship. Oh, yeah. I mean, that movie is just packed with stars. Packed with them. All right. Like that. Next up. Sold this year 24 vintage clothing pins. I got a bucket of these for free some time ago, and I've been selling off slowly ever since. They've sold anywhere from $15 to $20, or 10, I shouldn't say $5 to $20. I have sold many a clothing pin over the years. There are things you want to look out for, which is primarily weathering. People like the weathered look because they use them for crafts and things. You want to look out for single coil spring clothespins. Those are very rare and hard to find. You want to look for round top non-mechanical, which is another thing to look out for, uncommon. Non-mechanical flat top, even worth looking out for. All right. 9:30. All right. We're gonna do all right here, I think. Time wise. I think a couple of those things are late arrivals, so it's not uber imperative. All right. Sold a sewing pattern. This is a vintage one. This is the Vogue printed pattern. This came out of the House of Horrors. Spent a long time getting deodorized. Sold for $22, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna go like that. Which is basically this pattern here is why I went through all the effort, right? Like, I have a bunch more and when I get them listed, it's a gold mine. They're not going to sell immediately, but they are going to sell for good money when they sell. Just because the era and, other than the smell of mildew basement, which just having sat on a shelf for like 6 months now has really helped a lot. And I will show real quick. So the way I've been listing these patterns, and I feel like it's done awesome for these because a few have sold this way. One of the benefits of my photo room. So this is the pattern that I did, a background removal and then a drop shadow on it, which I think makes it look, pops out the image from the front of the pattern, which is this. $1957. Like, that looks awesome in my opinion. That catches the eye. So I did ask more for it. I took an offer on it, as a matter of fact. I had it up for $28.95, and I took an offer for $22. And I actually originally had it, I think, at $29.95. I have a lot more of them, and I've only listed a handful, less than 10. So I'm happy to just sort of have proof of concept. I think I've sold actually more than half the ones that I listed. So I think I switched to label. think I switched the bottle and the vase shipping label somehow last week. Yep, it happens. All right, moving on. Deal with that later. Micronta multi-tester. Vintage. Basically on these, I just do a quick continuity test, meaning touch it to a positive and a negative thing that I know has charge, and if it goes boing, then I know it is functioning. Sometimes, every now and then, that something will come back that isn't fully functional. I always disclose that I only do a continuity test on these, so there are other like fuses and stuff that can happen, that can go wrong on the inside of these, but most of the time the continuity test is good enough. I think I've only had issue with one of these coming back to me. I mean, these things, were made to be sort of beaten up. Next up, sold a go. Speaking of messing up labels, almost did it right there. Canon Power Shot picked up at the thrift shop. Sold for $120.95. I think I paid $20 for it. Had to order a charger. So that cost, I think, another 10. So I'm 30 in, 130 out. don't know where everybody went. We still have 18 out there. People probably just lursting. Okay. Sold a Winner's Circle Dale Earnhardt. This came from the Buys a Lot buy. One day will be profitable. Sold for $536. Yep. Sent the wrong. All right. Let's get in front of this. now in contact with both customers. And now we wait. All right, later, Don. I mean, what can you do? It happens. Next up, sold a little lead soldier, man oil Barclay. There it is, shooting a gun. Pew 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 pew. Sold for $22. I actually got a ton of these from Mr. Buys a Lot back in the day, back when you could still do such a thing. And I mean, I made quite a killing on that particular buy. I've been selling these things off for a couple of years now, and they all sell for pretty good money. Just get extra padding. Send out some offers real quick. Oh, both of those things have been in the store forever. Let's see here. I'm definitely going to send 25% off on these two things. I would be ecstatic if they sold. Take a looking at them. $15 on that. $15 on that. $15 on that. Mm. Okay, not a duplicate listing. We'll do 20 on those. Sales. On those. Yeah. All right, moving on. Sold a couple more lead soldiers from that same buy. And buys a lot back in the day. I don't remember. I want to say it was during lockdown, but I honestly I don't know for sure. And these ones have seen some better days. They're a little bendy, not quite the soldiers they once were. Oh, this one looks like he's lost his gun now. That's not good. What I'm going to do is get these in here. Because they're lead, if I really wanted to, it'd be very easy for me to try to do a fix on them. Do it with a lighter. But I think that I'm just going to ship it as is, and if there's an issue, we will deal with it when it happens. I do not have time to be melting lead together right now. These went for $14.82. Yeah. Been around forever. I think these might be the last ones. I don't know that for sure, though. All right. Sold 3 pairs of these Happy Feet insoles to 3 different customers, and they're all the same size. Let me just double check. L2, L2. Yep. $50 per order plus shipping. There are more of these I need to grab out of that antique shop. These are going to make me quite a bit, I think. L2, L2, L2. Right? It definitely is. All right, bear with me just a second. I'm going to get what I've got outside. We are at that time when mail person could be here any minute. Okay, eBay messages. All right. Both customers responded. They both said we can do the label thing, which makes me a little nervous with breakable items. It's not like it's postcard, but definitely help get them both their items quicker. So we'll see what happens. I need one of them to confirm, and then we're good. All right, let me get these out. Alrighty. Moving on. Next thing. Sold this here Jurassic Park mug. Still 12 people in chat hanging out. The 2-hour mark. Dinosaur from Jurassic World. Bought it for 50 cents. Sold it actually $8.95. $8.96. And I bet you I can get this thing going first class. Put it in 2 pounds parcel ground. It's going to be, that's 13 ounces. It's going to go parcel ground. Well, it might go. I definitely could go padded flat rate with this. I don't think I'm going to get this under. With the box, we're at 1.03. I'm pretty sure I can get that down to like just under, but that doesn't really leave much. If I had some of that big fatty bubble wrap, I think I might try. Let's see if I have it. Big fatty bubble wrap. Not there. Not there. Big fatty bubble wrap. Nope. Here's a tiny little piece. All right. We're going to try to get this thing going padded flat rate. It's the difference between making money on it, and making money on the shipping, and not making money on the shipping. Personally, I would rather make money on the shipping, even though it's going to take just a little bit more. Okay, then we sold this Lorex security monitor system. This came from the guy I know in Seattle. Let's see here. 8 pounds. Gonna go parcel select. Do I have the appropriate box for this is the question. I believe I do. Oh shit. Well, that sucked. Maybe we'll deal with that later. I had a decent box for this. It's awfully large, but I think be right back. I had the box picked out for this thing. So no, I did not have the box for this thing picked out. I mean, I did. I looked at it. And I was like, this would work good for that thing. And then I did nothing with that information. I think that's looking pretty good. A million clear poly bags that need a new home now. Don't cut the cords, cut out the cords. Okay, and then just need a little bit of there, 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 there. All right, next up. Sold a 78. Sold a few records. Actually, I think that's all that we have left. It's going to be our 78 box. And we are dropping shit all over the place. All right, first of all. Oh, we got a belt buckle too. We'll do the record, the 78 first. Hey. The record is Commander Cody, Hot Rod Lincoln. If you aren't familiar with the song, it's too bad. I would say go ahead and look it up on the YouTubes. Or you'll drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that Hot Rod Lincoln. $16. We got 8 left. It's been a long one. We're at 2.5 hours. If you're still out there, thank you for hanging in there. It's been a long one. Glad I did the postcard shipping last night. Let me get this belt buckle out here. This I've had this belt buckle in the store for quite some time as well. Garden City, Kansas. '35th annual something Western Kansas Manufacturers Association, sold for $15. Been around forever, so glad that's gone. Priority scrap, can't use that. It'll work. Yeah! One of the heavier belt buckles I've shipped. 9 ounces. Most are between 5 and 8. All right, now that's 78. 2 10-inch flats. Let's see here, that's 10. Make it a little more. It's going to get me 2. Now we're going to be right there. Yeah, pretty good. Not exactly. Enough. Let's see here. Frank Krumit with I Learned About Women from Her, and A gay caballero. I don't believe he is referencing a homosexual caballero. I believe he means a happy caballero, but could be either. Maybe we should have a listen. Sup, Swamp Picker? We're about to listen to some Frank Krumit. Let me get my settings right. Turn off my echo cancellation. Turn up my volume.
Now everyone be quiet.
That ain't it. Where'd it go? There it is. Have it. Yeah. Classic ABBA limerick rhyme scheme. Turn off this echo cancellation. All right, let's try that again. Okay. Now we got to make some shippers. We have definitely heard worse on this here channel. When we go into the 78s, you never really know what you're going to get. It's not like I listen to these things ahead of time. Dawn left a long time ago. Swamp, sorry. All right. I think all that's left is 3 records. And then we're done. All right, let me get this out real quick along with the other thing. I don't load that. Maybe better than that. That's probably the best one. Record number 1, Dionne Warwick, Valley of the Dolls, Near Mint in the Shrink. Sold for $11. Is this the right one though? Nope, wrong copy. Let me go swap it out. Warwick's going to kick the bucket any day. And I tell you, when it happens, I'm sitting on a goddamn gold mine. Warwick Records. I think I can do just a sort of sort of half a mailer kind of thing. Not a full mailer, but it ain't a half one neither. Next up, this is Masayoshi Suokura with Tokyo Romantica doing their greatest hits. Tsuruoka, yep. 42.25. So this one we're going to do the full legit mailer. Take a couple extra minutes, but it will be okay. So, first up. Hi, Buster. Hi, I'm almost done. No. All right, we're down to our last item. Go ahead, Buster. Bye. You know the record. Alabama. The only Confederate flag you can still sell on eBay without issue, apparently. Sold for $10.95. And that, folks, is that. Look out, that was a lot of shipping. Very funny, Lobster. How are you doing? You're here just in time for the end. But thanks for coming in. I've been going just shy of 3 hours. 2 hours, 55 minutes. Not too bad. That was a lot of orders. I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. Then I got work to do. Hope you all have a fantabulous day. We'll be back either late tonight or tomorrow early. Or maybe the normal time tomorrow. I have no idea. Whenever I got to get... I have some orders that I will have to ship. So, hope you all have a good one. We'll catch you on the flip flop. Peace out. Bye.